Additionally, Bryant would lead the Lakers in fourth quarter scoring during 4 of those 5 playoff runs. And in 2 of their 3 rings together, in 2000 and 2001, Bryant didn't just lead his team in fourth quarter scoring. He led the entire league.
Clutch.
Various pathetic.
He is the epitome of clutch, little Bryant fans. Y'all want to say, oh, who got the most game winners in their whole career? I don't care about that. When it counts the most, I want the ball in his hands over LeBron. Yeah, I said it. Yo, what it is, what it ain't, YouTube. This your boy MJT Reacts coming at you with another banger video, man. Let's get it, let's go on the next episode of Who's the GOAT. Yes, sir, man. I did videos about Michael Jordan. I did videos about Larry Bird. Y'all really love Larry Bird. Y'all love this man. He's the GOAT in your eyes. Magic Johnson. Did one about Magic Johnson. Now, it finally comes the time of reacting to my GOAT, Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, I told y'all in previous videos that my GOAT is Kobe Bryant, and the GOAT, in my opinion, is Michael Jordan. Larry Bird, he rose up on my list. At first, he was just top 10. Now he might be top 5. To me, he's not the GOAT. Michael Jordan's still the GOAT. My GOAT is Kobe Bryant. We finna react to this video. Yes, sir, man. Remember the legend of Kobe Bryant, a definite GOAT case. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me move my camera. But yes, sir, man. Let's get into this video, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below. Other stuff that you want me to react to. Turn on post notifications. And yes, sir. Let's get into this video, man. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited about this video.
Sports are not merely a game, but more so a microcosm for life.
Shout out to Scap Attack for this video.
As a whole. And the iconic legends that have
rest in peace to Kobe, rest in pease to Gigi, rest in peace to all them passengers.
Sports history are not simply athletes, but in many instances, they are heroes. No, we're not fighting battles for freedom or for our ability to exist. It's not a matter of life and death, but in many ways, sports are far more meaningful than just a game to be won or lost. And the players who are celebrated, the ones who are really remembered by history, are more than just athletes. They are defined not just by the wins, but by how they won. The lengths to which they were willing to go to, the obstacles they overcame. It was
bro, he had so many injuries throughout his career. To break your finger and to put it back in place and still play, what other GOAT is gonna do that? Break your finger. Everybody, they be out for weeks with a broken finger. Kobe played most of the season with a broken finger, broken kneecap. Man, after he tore his Achilles versus the Warriors, he's definitely not been the same. But this man, bro, he played through a lot of injuries. The Mamba mentality. Everybody called that for a reason, man. Everybody don't have Kobe mentality. He gonna win by any means necessary, injured and all. He's gonna win. And if you don't want to win, get the hell out.
How they made us feel. Some of the all-time greats' resumes speak for themselves. In some cases, the numbers alone can paint your picture. And in other cases, players will be defined by those hollow numbers alone. But in some instances, you have to look deeper into the context of their stories to reveal who and what they really were. And Kobe Bryant is generally regarded as one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. But it has become apparent as time goes on that his legend is depreciated more and more. However, when you evaluate the context of his career, the era in which he played, the competition he faced, and his achievements in that light, it becomes clearer and clearer that Kobe Bryant is not merely one of the greatest basketball players to ever live, he is arguably the greatest. At the very least, he has a prominent seat at the altar of that conversation. And many believe that Kobe Bryant sailed under a lucky star on draft night in 1996 when the Charlotte Hornets selected Kobe with the 13th pick in the NBA draft.
The Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant,
only to trade him to the Lakers for the rights of Lottie D.
See, Charlotte, you messed up. You could have had the GOAT, but you decided to trade him away for Vlade Divac. Vlade Divac. Now his career didn't start off well, but as years gone by, he was that man. And then when Shaq came on the team, 3-peat, Shaq left, 2-peat with Paul Gasol and Lamar Odom and them boys. Like, Charlotte, you could have had a GOAT, man. You could have had a GOAT, but you traded him away. And I'm getting sick and tired of people not putting Kobe in the GOAT conversation, by the way. Like, 5 rings, 1 MVP. I think he got like 1 or 2 scoring titles. But, bro, he's a winner. You can't be around this GOAT if you're not a winner. Smush Parker, Kwame Brown. Who else? Dwight Howard. You can't be around this man if you're not a winner. You have to do what it takes to win the game. You play to win the game. Come on, man.
But Bryant was brought into an untenable situation in LA, a team that already had 2 all-star guards in Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones. Thus, Kobe was forced to sit, barely playing his first 2 years, as he started in only 8 of his first 150 career games.
That's crazy.
And the prolific run of his own inept franchise,
what an idiot,
sabotaging his career, began at an early stage and age of his time in the NBA. And overall, in his first 2 seasons, Bryant got to shoot only 9 times a game. Compare this to other all-time great scorers, such as Michael Jordan, who attempted 20 shots a game in his rookie season, as did Allen Iverson in his first year in the NBA. Kevin Durant, meanwhile, shot it 17 times a game, and LeBron James attempted 19 field goals a game as a rookie in order to average just under 21 points per game. Kobe, meanwhile, only got to attempt 18 or more field goals in 9 of his first 150 career games. In those 9 games, he averaged 19.4 shot attempts and averaged 24 points per game on nearly 49% from the field.
I love it.
As a teenager. Just because Kobe didn't play right away and start scoring immediately didn't mean he couldn't. It meant his clueless coaching staff at the time and his criminally negligent organization were squandering his talents from an early age.
oh, what a loser.
Once Kobe stepped into the starting lineup as a 20-year-old, he started averaging 20 points per game. 1 year later, by the age of 21, Kobe was 2nd-team All-NBA and 1st-team All-NBA defense. Bryant would win the first of his 5 championships that season alongside Shaquille O'Neal. The 2 of them would go on to make it to 4 NBA Finals over those 5 seasons and win 3 of them consecutively, a feat that has still only been accomplished by one other team in modern NBA history.
And it's not going to be another team. I don't see another team that's going to 3-peat in today's game, especially. There's too much parity around the league. But when Kobe got into that starting lineup, he has not looked back. First, what was that? 2nd-team All-NBA, 1st-team All-Defense. Like, dude, he was a dog. Show my boy some respect. Like I say, his career started off slow, but when he got the chance, he became the GOAT. I'm gonna say a GOAT a lot in this series, in this video, by the way. Hope you realize this now. I'm gonna keep saying the GOAT, but yeah, this man, Black Mamba,
Bulls, who did it twice. Over that 5-year span, Bryant would be named All-NBA and All-NBA defense in all 5 seasons. Additionally, Bryant would lead the Lakers in 4th quarter scoring during 4 of those 5 playoff runs. And in 2 of their 3 rings together, in 2000 and 2001, Bryant didn't just lead his team in 4th quarter scoring. He led the entire league. Despite these facts, there remain
Clutch.
various pathetic
The epitome. He is the epitome of clutch. Lil Bryant fans. Y'all want to say, oh, who got the most game winners in their whole career? I don't care about that. Because when it counts the most, I want the ball in his hands over LeBron. Yeah, I said it.
implications that Kobe was carried to these finals. But in the regular season and playoffs from 1999 through 2004 and 2000 and 2001, Bryant didn't just lead his team in fourth quarter scoring, he led the entire league. Despite these facts, there remain various pathetic implications that Kobe was carried to these finals. But in the regular season and playoffs,
And I hate. I'm sorry for keep pausing. I hate that extend on Kobe Bryant. He was not carried. He did have the most dominant player in the league on this team, but he definitely. It was like, I can't even say Kyrie and LeBron. I feel like Shaq and Kobe. Like Shaq, the first 2 years or the first year, he was a little better than Kobe, but the second and third year, Kobe was pretty much even with Shaq. Shaq was just more dominant. So that's just my opinion.
playoffs from 1999 through 2004, Kobe Bryant averaged just 1 point fewer than Shaq during this time, while Kobe also led the Lakers in assists per game. And factoring in Kobe's points assisted as well as scored, he accounted for a larger percentage of the Lakers' total offense than Shaq, as Kobe scored or assisted on 2,785 of the Lakers' 8,217 points during LA's 4 finals runs, good for 34%, while Shaq accounted for only 32%. For some additional context, Steph Curry in 4 finals runs, resulting in 3 titles over the 2016 to 2022 NBA seasons, scored or assisted on 2,982 of his team's 9,319 total points, or roughly 32% of his team's total offense. And Kobe was only aged 21 to 25 during this run, one of the best runs in NBA history. But Kobe, knowing he could be even better than just one of the best, decided it was time to go it alone with.
And they call my boy Ball Hog. My boy led the team in assists. He accounted for 34% of the team's offensive points. And they said he did it for 5 years straight, which is probably the greatest run of all time. What y'all gonna say about that? My boy a ball hog, though. He had to be a ball hog when you have Smush Parker on your damn team as the second best player. He had to be a ball hog.
Out Shaquille O'Neal. And the inept Lakers franchise decided to sabotage Kobe's career some more.
What an idiot!
Ultimately moving O'Neal to the Miami Heat for a package that ended up constituting one of the most laughable and embarrassing trades in NBA history. The Heat sent back Caron Butler, Lamar Odom, and Brian Grant.
What?
But in the next 3 years that would ensue, in his absolute prime, ages 26 to 28, Kobe Bryant finally got an opportunity to unleash the full extent of his offensive powers. And after shooting just under 17 times a game for his first 8 full NBA seasons, while other players like Jordan, LeBron, and Kareem just came in the league shooting 19, 20, 22 times a game from their rookie year and on, Kobe finally got that kind of freedom. And in those 3 seasons, he averaged 32 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, and 5 assists in what was directly in the heart of the lowest scoring, slowest paced decade in NBA history, as average nightly scoring for those 3 seasons was just 97 per game.
That's crazy.
The NBA Kobe was in during this time with the era Wilt was having his scoring eruptions in during the 1960s, where scoring was 115 points per game on average. Even when Jordan had his most prolific seasons in the 1980s, scoring was 109 points per game. And in the current NBA, we have...
This is definitely different from today's NBA. It's just way different. Everybody shooting nothing but threes. You can't touch nobody. You can't head check no more. I think they didn't used to call the defensive 3 seconds, but they call that now. It's pretty much towards the offensive game and shooting more threes in today's game. It's not the same. That's why Raiders is down now, because they only shoot threes. Everybody's hurt at the moment. Everybody ain't playing 82 games no more. It's like it's a whole different generation now. Everybody want to take load management when they not even hurt. It's like, it's bad today. It's definitely not the same as early 2000s. Early 2000s, man, peak basketball.
Swelled all the way back to 112 points a night on average. Kobe was unleashing a scoring assault on the league at the time that had not been seen in over 20 years since Jordan, and he was doing it at a much harder and far less efficient time to score in. Despite the incredible individual dominance at that time, the Lakers totally squandered Bryant's prime.
It's garbage!
As aside from Kobe, LA's core rotational players during this span were Lamar Odom, Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, Chris Mim, Devin George, Luke Walton, and Maurice Evans.
Who the hell? Lakers. So in smack dab in my boy prime. I was watching basketball back then, but I forgot all the players. I already named Kwame, Smush. Lamar Odom was a decent player. That was before he really became into one of the best 6-man in the league. Chris Mim, Luke Walton. Like, who was like, bro, really? Lakers? Wow.
These top 7 rotational players combined to make exactly 0 total All-Star appearances ever for their entire careers. And with that roster, Kobe was left to fend against the greatest conference in NBA history, consisting of the Tim Duncan Spurs, the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden Thunder, the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire Suns, the Dirk Nowitzki Mavericks, Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady's Rockets, as well as the Carmelo Anthony and Allen Iverson Nuggets. This, in addition to the assembly of what many believe to be the first NBA super team out east, the Boston Celtics, who would combine the forces of 3 Hall of Famers in Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. But once the bum Lakers front office got around,
What an idiot!
to bringing in one serviceable player in Pau Gasol, Kobe would again dominate that NBA landscape. Gasol had made only 1 career All-Star team, 0 All-NBA teams, and won 0 career playoff games in his 7-year career with Memphis prior to the trade.
0.0.
The Lakers, meanwhile, would add nothing else of substance, just that 1 All-Star and no other top 75 players aside from Bryant. And that would be all he needed to make it to 3 more consecutive finals and win back-to-back titles in 2009 and 2010. During the 3-year finals run, beginning in 2008, Kobe joined Michael Jordan as the only 2 players to lead the playoffs in scoring for 3 consecutive years, while Kobe also became and remains the only player ever to score at least 600 points in 3 straight playoffs. And he also remains the only player to win consecutive titles without another top 75 player on his team, and all of this despite facing the most difficult competition in NBA playoff history. In that 3-year run, from 2008 to 2010, of the 12 teams Kobe faced, 11 of them won at least 50 games. For their career, no one faced more 50-plus win teams than Kobe Bryant. In all, he played 37 50-plus win opponents in his playoff career of the 43 series he played in. That is good for 86% of his total opponents. For context, LeBron James has faced 27 such teams of his 51 opponents, or roughly only 53% of the time. Even Michael Jordan faced a 50-plus win team in only 27 of his 37 playoff series, or around 73%. Accordingly, no one has beaten more 50-plus win opponents in the playoffs than Kobe Bryant's 26.
Talk about it. I didn't know that either. Talk about it. Beat the most 50 win teams in playoffs history. Come on now. My boy's a winner. But see, LeBron fans don't want to talk about this, though. They just want to bring up comparing stats. LeBron had a 20-year career. Kobe had a 20-year career. Kobe Bryant was hurt. He had major surgeries, major injuries, like 3-4 times in his career. LeBron really never, knock on wood, never had a serious injury like that. Yeah, man, give my boy Kobe his credit, bro. Y'all hear this? Y'all heard his stats. Y'all heard his stats.
Number in further context, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Karl Malone all beat 10 such opponents. Dirk Nowitzki beat 11, while Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Steph Curry all beat 14, with the self-proclaimed king beating only 17. In fact, in NBA history, there have been 4 teams to face 4 50-plus win opponents in a single postseason. They were the 1995 Rockets, the 2001 Lakers, the 2008 Lakers, and the 2010 Lakers. Kobe Bryant was responsible for 3 of the 4. And despite playing in an absolute gauntlet for the entirety of his career, Bryant never had elite supporting casts himself. In all, Kobe played with only one other All-Star 6 times to make it to those 7 finals. In no season did he have more than one other All-Star on any of those title teams. No other all-time great can say this aside from Michael Jordan, who played with just one All-Star 4 times to reach 6 finals, and Tim Duncan, who also played with just 4 All-Stars to reach his 6 finals. However, not even Duncan himself was an All-Star in one of those years, and Duncan played with at least 2 other presumptive Hall of Famers in 4 of his 5 championship runs. LeBron, meanwhile, has played with 14 All-Stars to make it to his 10 finals, and had multiple other All-Stars on 6 of his 10 finals teams. Bird played with 10 All-Stars to make it to 5 finals, and Magic played with 13 All-Stars to make it to 9. And both of them played with multiple Hall of Famers in the majority of all of their championship runs. No all-time great, aside from arguably Jordan, had less help than Kobe Bryant, and no one faced more difficult competition. And yet, Bryant made it to 7 finals and won 5 championships in his career. That's more finals appearances than Michael Jordan and Tim Duncan. It's more wins than Larry Bird, LeBron James, and Wilt Chamberlain. In post-merger modern NBA history, the only top 75 players Kobe trails in titles is Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who each got 1 more than Kobe. And in terms of a sustained prime, Kobe was still at the very top of the NBA in his 17th year in the league, as in the 2012-2013 NBA season. Kobe posted a similar stat line as a then 28-year-old LeBron James, who won the league MVP that year, with per-game averages of nearly 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists a game. But Kobe, in his 17th season that year, outscored LeBron while playing in more games and averaging more minutes. The absurd and incomprehensible minutes in his 17th year, a courtesy of yet again his moron organization that would again step in to sabotage his career.
What an idiot!
This time by effectively ending it with the garbage lineup they surrounded him with.
It's garbage!
And to think, some call the 2012-13 Lakers a super team. Dwight Howard was their second leading scorer that year and was significantly diminished coming off of back surgery that offseason, and injuries would consume the remainder of that lineup.
I will never forget that 2012 season. That was the year I graduated. Kobe playing like 40 plus minutes a game. Y'all heard the stats. 27 points per game. Had broke down Dwight Howard after back surgery. Then you had 39-year-old Steve Nash who stayed hurt that whole season. And they called that a super team. Dwight Howard should have been way better. But he didn't want to be there. He didn't like the way Kobe wanted that winning attitude. He only want winners around him. That's why he called Dwight Howard soft. Because he was soft as hell. You went to the finals a couple years prior and played against me. Even though we beat y'all, you was playing in the finals. You couldn't pull it off. You came to the Lakers expecting to win final championships. And then you don't show up. You play soft. See, that's why Shaq always get on Dwight Howard, because he was the man in Orlando. I give it to him. He was balling. But other than that, he was playing soft.
Pau Gasol declining substantially this year.
Man, that team disappointed me so bad, bro. And my GOAT got injured, tore his Achilles.
Also missing over 30 games.
I know I'm talking over the video.
Pau Gasol declining substantially this year while missing nearly 40 games. And 38-year-old Steve Nash also missing over 30 games. Kobe dragged the Lakers into the playoffs, finishing second in the NBA in points scored in his 17th season behind only 24-year-old Kevin Durant. There would be no excuses, no load management. In the final 7 games of his season that year, Bryant averaged 29 points per game, 8.5 assists, and 7 rebounds while playing 46 minutes per game, with the Lakers going
46, and you expect that man just to stay healthy throughout the whole season? 46 minutes? He can't even get more than 2 minutes a game to get rest, bro. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. He got to play 46 minutes, bro.
6-1 during that stretch, and from out of the playoffs to into the 7 seed. But on April 12, 2013, Bryant's body couldn't take anymore, and Kobe ruptured his Achilles, which in hindsight would be the end of his career, as he would suffer season-ending injuries early in the next 2 years as well, playing only 6 and 35 games before gutting it out for a final 66-game farewell tour in his 20th season, culminating with one of the most surreal spectacles the sport of professional basketball had ever seen, as Kobe's final career game in Staples Center upstaged the Warriors, winning their 73rd game and breaking the 1996 Bulls record for most wins in a single season. Bryant, on no legs at the age of 37, scored 60 points in 42 minutes, including 38 in the second half and 23 in the fourth quarter. He scored 15 straight Lakers points in the final 3 minutes of the game to overcome an 8-point deficit and hit the game-winning shot. Only Kobe Bryant. And amid all of the theatrics, all of the heroics, and all of those points scored, Kobe somehow only won 1 league MVP. This despite Kobe having the 3rd most top 5 finishes in MVP voting history. He is one of only 6 players to have at least 10 top 5 finishes. Kareem had the most, with 15 top 5 finishes. LeBron is next with 14. Kobe has 11. Bill Russell also had 11, while Jordan and Wilt both had 10 each. 5 of the 6 players on this list have all won at least 4 league MVPs, except Kobe, who the media only gave 1. But it's difficult to take a media-bestowed popularity award and count it against Kobe, especially when, for the most part, his organization was terribly run for half of his 20-year career. While most of the all-time greats enjoy stability, Kobe's career was highlighted by upheaval. In all, Kobe played for 9 different head coaches in his 20-year career, including 8 different coaches in 9 seasons.
Mike D'Antoni over
all throughout his career.
That's crazy.
From organizational upheaval to inconsistent and poor supporting casts, he never ran to some other jacked super team. He never load managed. He played through injuries that would have routinely sidelined most players for weeks. He had to sacrifice his own personal stats for the betterment of the team. He prematurely ended his own career. He faced the most difficult competition in NBA history, and he played in the lowest scoring, slowest paced, most difficult era ever. Despite all the obstacles he faced throughout his career, all the adversity and turmoil, Kobe is still one of the most accomplished players ever. He had 15 All-NBA selections, which trail only LeBron's 18 for the most in NBA history, and his 12 All-NBA defensive selections are more than any player ever, aside from Tim Duncan's 15. Kobe is one of only 2 players in NBA history with at least 30,000 points, 6,000 rebounds, and 6,000 assists. He is 4th all-time in scoring, top 3 in most 40, 50, and 60-point games, behind only Wilt and Jordan. He produced arguably the greatest scoring season in NBA history and had the greatest playoff run we have ever seen. He made 7 finals appearances over an 11-year span, and from 1999 to 2013, no one scored more points than him or averaged more points per game, while he also made an All-NBA defensive team 12 times during that 14-year span as the best offensive player in the sport. Quite frankly, there hasn't been more than one player ever who was better. Kobe Bryant, though, was not just defined by the numbers. He was not merely an athlete. He wasn't simply a basketball player. He was an inspiration, a singular force of will, someone who overcame every obstacle in his path, faced down situations that would have destroyed others, and came through the other side of it. His existence was to inspire, to promote everyone to be the best at what they did, no matter what it was. And that is how history will remember Kobe Bryant. It's how I will remember him. And that is the true mark of a GOAT.
What can I say? Mamba out.
A great ending to a video. Mamba out. I appreciate. I'm gonna have to hold on. Definitely have to like this video. Yeah, man. That's what y'all think, man. Like I said, he definitely deserves to be in that conversation, in my opinion. He's my GOAT. A lot of people got LeBron. A lot of people got Michael Jordan. Shoot, a lot of people. I didn't. A lot of people had Larry Bird. A lot of people had Magic. But Kobe definitely needed to be in that conversation, bro. This man played through the hardest competition, played through serious injuries, still played through them throughout the whole season, and played 82 games a lot throughout his whole career. Nowadays, that's unheard of. That is unheard of. This man, bro, he's the epitome of a legend, of a winner, of a GOAT. He's my GOAT. Kobe Bean Bryant. And yes, sir, this is the end of the video, man. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below stuff that you want me to react to next. Turn on post notifications to be alerted when I post new videos, man. And I appreciate y'all for watching. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.